if you had to pinpoint when you come to self-funded searchers, you've got, a couple of different things that you're kind of diving into here based on that loan, based on the size, right? 3 to 7 million, 3 to 8 million is kind of where that a lot of times will hang out in. I personally see a lot of those deals usually run into like, a concentration of a region or suppliers or customers or some type of concentration. What do you normally see is like kind of the big red flag in that range of 3 to 7 million? And if they had to like pinpoint it on one thing.
Yeah, so I'd say customer concentration is often the main issue, and you'll see one customer at like 50% of the revenue, and that's pretty scary. Or if not a customer, a relationship. So sometimes it's not one customer, but hey, you're selling, I don't know, you're selling to construction, and there's a kind of a middleman that actually is funneling all those customers. So concentration is a big risk, especially at that size. Where did the owner just kind of know that customer really well? Is there something really unique? And then the same on the talent side too, just kind of understanding what's the second layer of management, what's going on there, what happens when you pull that owner out. So sometimes you see, hey, the number 2 employee is actually married to the owner's sister, right? Oh, okay, I didn't see that from the last name. This is going to unravel. Or hey, was there always a promise to the number 2 that, hey, he or she would get some equity eventually down the line, and that's the expectation going in. So just the people and management behind that, especially on companies that small, I think is another one I've seen folks run into.
Oh, interesting. And sometimes I don't think about the people, but ultimately you're buying a business that's all people, right? Every business out
Yeah,
there's people behind it. And so you can get a couple layers deep and realize, hey, this is all tied into, 2 people and their talent skill sets. Or, it's really common that the owner has all the skill sets, but, they've been doing it for 35 or 40 years or something like that.
yeah, especially like 10 to 20 people. Sometimes you see in the trades where there's someone who kind of runs the team, of the trades. Maybe there's 2 pods, and that one person's actually the lever. And if you come in, that person's going to ask for a big raise or leave, and understanding how it all trickles down.
I laugh that you say that, because 100% of the people I know, and in my own situations where you've got into a situation where there's a manager or someone who's been there for 10 years or like instrumental in running that business, 100% of the time, it seems like they either want a raise, a month or 2 in after you make the acquisition, or you have to be willing to maybe potentially replace them. So I don't know if you've seen that too.
Yeah, no, and it makes sense from their vantage point. I think it's always great to kind of put yourself in their shoes. So they
Totally.
built this business with this owner, and for 5, 10 years, grew it. The owner sold it. Usually the GM or this person didn't get a big equity check, right? And now there's a new person coming in, and they're kind of like, what's going on here? I don't know. Like, should I leave? Should I not? I never made money on the first deal. And so just, it brings up a lot of things that I think are important to think through.
Yeah. And I don't fault them for doing that. I'd probably do the same thing.